It is a growing discussion in our country, and it's a conversation we're going to start with here tonight. And we do it with Jen Welter, coach for the NFL's Arizona Cardinals, also former indoor football running back. Coach, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Let's start with your reaction to that video from the Oregon basketball player.
Well, it puts the madness in March. We already know that only 4% of sports media coverage goes to women in sports, and that 0.4% of sports sponsorships go to women's sports. So I think we saw that 0.4% in the ladies' weight room.
Yeah, it was almost comical. I mean, they almost shouldn't have put anything in there.
Well, yeah, and they shouldn't. And even in the apology that was issued, it said, "I apologize for dropping the ball on weight rooms." You didn't. You actually did a decent job with the men's weight room. Looks pretty darn good. Imagine if you would have just split that equally, right? And that's what we're talking about. It's not giving more to the women or that they're not, being reasonable. There's just no part of this that's okay. Right. And it's not just an insult to the women who are playing their basketball. It's an insult to all women who have faced issues just like this one. Talk
a little bit more about that, Coach, if you would, because you've lived it. What are some of the differences you've seen?
I know personally as a female football player, the most I ever got paid was $1 a game. So when we look at the disparities and we talk about equal pay for equal work in society, there's no place where it's more pronounced than sports. And we have to fix it because it's a very visible platform and one that changes so many lives. What's the message we're sending to young girls when they see that weight room and those accommodations versus what the guys get? Are we supposed to believe that we are as important in sports as the guys?
Well, that goes right to Title IX. That was supposed to address all of this and promote equality. Has it worked?
Well, Title IX is huge strides, but the work has to be done every day as you see it, right? There are so many places and spaces that we need work, and we have to stay on top of it, right?
Yeah. So let's switch now, if we can, Coach, to this transgender athlete issue. Do you think they should be allowed to compete against girls and women in high school and college sports?
I am for equality, and I am for everybody having a place and a space to compete in sports where they are well taken care of. We have to fix this issue. Sports have to be open to everyone. And, I'm for the underdog. I've been an underdog my whole career, so we have to find solutions.
So is that a yes? Do you support them participating with girls and women?
As I said, I'm for the underdog, and we have to find places and spaces in sports where everybody is taken care of.
Right, but is that place, competing against girls and women?
What I said is I am for the underdog. Okay. And what we have to do is find the best solution, right, where everybody is included. Everyone has a place and a space in sports, and we have to find the solution.
Okay. So anyone who has daughters has thought about this, I'm sure, Coach, and it's a sensitive issue with support, respect, and acceptance. I'm totally with you on this. But if it's about fairness, why should the vast majority of athletes adapt to this policy and not the other way around?
For me, fairness is much more of an issue right now in what we're talking about with the NCAA and what we're talking about with the disparities between women and men. And I think that's what the hot topic is right now that we really have to look at is why are there such differences between women and men? And why are we not focusing all our attention between creating equal competition spaces?
Yeah, you have a PhD in psychology, so you have an interesting take on this for us. What would you say to a transgender athlete in this position?
I would say that you belong in sport. I would also say that it's up to all of us to find the best solution where people feel whole and everyone is taken care of and competitions are put on equal footing.
Let me ask you about your job as a coach for the Arizona Cardinals. What does it mean to you when you hear NFL players call you coach?
My time when I was with Arizona was one of the best times of my life. And the biggest question going in was, would guys in the National Football League take coaching from a woman? And the truth is that most of them have been coached by women their whole lives. And so to hear them acknowledge on one of the biggest platforms in sports that we need women and that women belong. It is a message that I think we need extended to all people in society.
You played with men as well, did you not, in the indoor league?
I did, absolutely.
What was your experience like with that?
Those guys stepped up in a way that no one expected. We became a family, and it was us working to be the best team possible. And it was truly an honor. Those guys, they said it changed what they thought was possible in sport. And I think it sets a standard that, we are all capable of more in society.
When do you think we will see the first woman head coach in the NFL?
I think we'll see the first woman head coach in the NBA first, just because there's a longer pipeline for coaching development in the NFL because of how many different facets there are, and because women have not had the same opportunities to develop. So we'll see the NBA first. I think obviously Becky Hammon is leading the way in that. Nancy Lieberman has been doing it for a long time. But football, trust me when I tell you, there are some brilliant minds coaching, and they will work their way up as fast as they are given the opportunity to climb.
So will that first coach be you, do you think?
I think that there are a lot of qualified women, and we will see how that all shakes out.
All right. Well, we really appreciate you joining us today, Dr. Jen Welter, for shedding some light on a couple of interesting issues. Thanks again for your time. Have a good weekend.
Absolutely. My pleasure.